Hello and welcome to Wednesday Waffle. There's no point pretending that I'm going to tell you about what we've been up to, but I am going to tell you about upcoming videos. And then I'm probably not going to tell you about what we're going to get up to either, because we're still in lockdown. Anyway, what haven't we been up to? Not a great deal. Lindsay has just finished a mandatory week's holiday as the factory was shut down for maintenance, and we managed to get a walk out, but that's really about it. We spent the week relaxing, chilling, reading, going on the internet, and the like. So, what have we got coming up video wise? The videos we've got coming up, we've got a walk in the Findorn area. It's taken a while back, but a walk there, and a focus on video on Monday. This time it will be Little Garve, which we've been to reasonably recently, but more information was asked for. It's one of the videos, one of the places that more information has been asked for, so yeah, it's gone in the it's one of the focus ons. So there's going to be a focus on Little Garve, and then the following Friday will be a walk around Craigalachy, and that's next week's videos. And what are we going to be up to? Not a great deal. The snow is falling, and though it's bright and sunny, it is bitterly cold here at the moment. But there is a slight snowfall on the ground, and a few miles away there's a great deal of snow falling up in the mountains. There's been some lovely pictures of the ploughs, etc., with 5 feet of snow either side of them, so it's obviously interesting up in the hills. So what am I going to waffle about? Well, I have a couple of subjects I could choose from this week, but I've been prompted by the questions about the focus-ons and telling people more about the park-ups, and I've had one or two nasty remarks, is the best way to put it. I had some nice ones as well, but it's a 50-50 mix between when I've been getting remarks, between people saying, oh, you don't want to do that, you don't want to give information away, and people asking for the location. So from that, if you haven't watched a focus on yet, you can see that I don't actually give the location. I show it, etc., and I don't give it in an easy way that you can just pop it into a sat-nav and drive there. You've got to do a little bit of research, and I've had people asking for the location, as I say, and people saying don't give away locations. Well, my channel, my rules. I've had the old don't give away locations thing before. The majority of the locations are on the various apps. I'm not going to mention them by name, but there's lots of apps out there. And if anybody does want the actual location, they're available in a file on my Facebook group. Link is on the About page. But, apart from that, everything is on the internet. If you want to find them, the information's there. It's easy to find. It takes little effort, not a little effort or a bit of effort, very little effort, to find out where they are. For example, Google Maps. You can go into Google Maps and drop a pin, and then that pin is there, and if you look at the top, it gives you the latitude and longitude of that pin. Towards the side, Google Maps gives you a whole rack of information, often including a postcode. But if you don't have a postcode, they're easy got from that information you've got there. All from a pin on Google Maps. Now, if I was to give you a lat long, you could put that into Google Maps and it'll then select map, do a search, select maps, and it'll have dropped a pin at that long, stroke postcode, stroke whatever information. It's not hard to find the information, and as I was saying, most of what you need anyway to find any one of my park ups is stroke in the video and then with the use of one of the online apps. Now let's say, for example, a one which everybody quotes, Park for Night. In Scotland, that's an amazing utility, not going to argue with that. However, have some backups. We were looking for an alternative. Remember the Lock Garden trip? Anybody who watched that will know we were looking for an alternative, and we were on some narrow roads, didn't want to block the roads, looking for somewhere else to park up nearby. So we got out Park for Night. We don't often do it. We normally know our backups, but our backup was full and we had to move from where we were. We got onto Park for Night and it suggested 3 places. So we didn't know about those, let's go and find. Each one of those 3 places was a passing place with no room for a van to park. They were not parking places, let alone somewhere suitable for a park up. So watch yourself on Park for Night. We've come across numerous ones for that very reason. We don't use the places and don't normally use those apps. We've researched them ourselves first. They're easy enough to find using Google Maps, etc. But I'm kind of a little bit of a loss because it's not the way I meant to go, but you know these. They're not meant to go there. I'll do the way I meant to go next week. People use other apps and what have you for finding park ups and for things. So although I've had a mixed response, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. It's it doesn't give away anything that isn't already in the public domain, but it might bring some information to you about a park up that you weren't aware of. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm going to do. The channel hopefully will benefit from it. If nothing else, I'll benefit from it because it's kind of information I'm carrying around in here, and it needs an empty every now and again. Plus, we still can't get out to play. So while we can't get out, I've got no new footage to show you. I'm going to be showing focus-ons, and they will keep me ticking over with information about our park-ups until we get out to play again. So next time, I've already told you what I'm going to talk about. It's that. I actually wanted to talk about the various navigation apps and a fantastic app which works offline and you should all know how to use. But we'll get to that app next week. Meanwhile, here's a bit of drone footage, and we'll see you for our video on Friday and hopefully next week for some more waffle and some more video. Thank you for watching this week's Desmond's Donuts. Please take nothing but memories, leave nothing that tracks. We hope you enjoyed it and you'll join us next time. In the meantime, please think about subscribing.